I'm just going to go through some tips and guidance on using your TyrePal system. If you have an issue with your TyrePal system not operating as expected, a basic understanding of how the system works can help with fault diagnosis. For the sensors to send a signal to the monitor, airflow through and agitation of the sensors is needed. The monitor then interprets this information and displays it accordingly. The sensors provided supplied pre-programmed to the relevant wheel positions and will always report the position irrespective of the sensor's physical location on the TB99. With the TC215B, the sensors will need to be registered as explained in the setup video, and they will also always report to that particular position. Is there an issue with the power supply that you're experiencing? Is your monitor charged? This is indicated by a battery icon on the bottom of the screen, and this shows 3 levels of charge as well as when it is fully discharged. Is the monitor actually switched on? When plugged into a constant supply, the monitor will always display even if the monitor has not been switched on, and that can give the impression the system is not working when not connected to a power supply. Is the charger firmly inserted into a 12-volt socket? This can actually take more force than you think when plugging in. Also, is that 12-volt supply constant? And the monitor goes to sleep when no motion has been detected for 10 to 15 minutes. It should wake up automatically once motion has been detected. If you have an issue with the display, for example if the backlight is not bright enough, this can be adjusted on your TB99 system as outlined in the manual on page 6. It's easy to switch the backlight off by accident, and it's just as easy to switch it back on once you know how to do it. The backlight is quite sensitive and can actually react to differences in light levels between street lights on a journey. If the display is non-reactive, for example if not all tyres are reflected by those solid rectangles around the perimeter of the vehicle, it may have been that one of those sensors has gone to sleep. If it's not been moved recently, the sensors could have gone into that sleep mode, and that can take place in a few minutes potentially. And if the vehicle has been at rest for more than 10 minutes, the monitor may be in sleep mode. And in both cases, motion should correct the issue. If there are readings on some but not all of the positions, are those readings present from sensors which have been most recently removed? If so, the other sensors where there are no readings may have just simply gone to sleep, in which case agitate them slightly to test that. You can also check the battery within the sensor. It may have shifted slightly, thus need to be slipped back into place. It's also worth checking that the contacts within the sensor are free from corrosion and moisture, as this can also cause signal issues. You can check battery status by swapping with another known good battery or using a fresh battery. Are those sensors making as secure a connection as possible with the tyre valve? This can be tested by simply reattaching or also by placing onto another tyre. Remember though that the readings will always show in the same position on the display on the monitor despite the physical position of the sensor. The monitor location can have an impact on signal reception as well. We have found that if the monitor is positioned in the cubbyhole at the base of the centre console, just behind the gear stick, that sensor signal can be affected significantly, both by physical shielding, but also from electrical interference from accessories such as a stereo, trip computer, or inbuilt sat-nav if it's fitted. By far the best location for the monitor is mounted on the dashboard using the provided sticky pad or mounting bracket. If you have a problem where you are not getting all of the sensors positions reported on the monitor, it's a possibility, especially with the TB99 or TyrePal solar system, they have a spare sensor fitted. When in that position, the display alternates between showing the wheels on the ground and the spare every 10 seconds. A temporary disappearance of a sensor position could be a result of signal interference. This can be common when near radio transmitters. If the problem is persistent, try re-registering that sensor to the monitor, checking the battery is in good condition and that the contacts in the sensor are corrosion free. Hopefully this should have covered any issues that you've experienced and given you the expertise to resolve them. However, if you're still experiencing issues, please get in touch with us through our contact form on the website and we'll be able to investigate any issues for you.